and you might not get distracted by the sword on my wall. So now we can just chill and get on with the Q&A. You know what I mean? You can meet up still sometimes and have sex and still feel close then. Yeah, I think you can. Hi guys, so today we're going to do a Q&A. I've got loads of them, so I might have to split it up into two. Who knows, we'll see. But yeah, let's get into questions. Carol Baskin, thoughts? Hashtag free Joe Exotic.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed him to tigers, they snack it. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
So I think Carol Baskin is hypocritical. I don't like her as a person. I think she's very shady and secretive. I think she's hiding a lot of stuff. I also just wouldn't be able to get on with someone who thinks they're high and mighty above others when they're basically doing the same thing. And yeah, whether she killed her husband or not, who knows? I think she did. I definitely think she had something behind the disappearance. But yeah, whatever. I mean, if she didn't, she didn't. Like, there's obviously a reason she hasn't got arrested. But yeah, just from what I saw on the show, I don't like her. I think she's one of those people that talks and you just think you're not saying everything that you know. That's the tea. Are you more of a spender or a saver? I'm still a bit of a spender, although things have changed recently and I am trying to like rein it in. But I will always spend on my hobbies and stuff. So during lockdown and stuff, I think I've itchy nose. I've ordered loads of like nail stuff. I'm also I found a wholesaler, so I might actually start selling my own nail art items to try and, because I'm not sure if I want to leave my charity job just yet, but I still want to like sort of be jumping into the nail world more. So besides like friends and families, I might set up some sort of shop where I can sell designs that I do. Like I've done a few and I'll pop in some pictures which have been really popular and people have asked me to make them into press-ons, so I might set up some sort of shop where I can sell those but also sell nail art related items, because I'm finding it really difficult to find ones that I would want personally. So yeah, I am buying related to potential business plans, and I've never sort of, if I've got money and it's not going to affect the way I live, I'll probably spend it on something. Like the last thing that I've bought for myself on lockdown has been, it's called, I think it's called Lost Stock or something like that. Let me find the name of it. Yeah, it's called Lost Stock, and basically it's like a surprise clothing box, which is all of the items that have had to be, they can't be fulfilled in shops. So a lot of factories in manufacturing companies like Bangladesh will run on, they make the clothes and then once they get to the retailers will pay them, but obviously it's not getting there because of COVID, and who knows if it'll be in fashion or not by the time it is. So I've ordered a box off them, just so that doesn't go to landfill. And I do always like charity shop. I buy little knickknacks and stuff. So I'm not very good at saving money, though I do have savings. I'm a bit of a spender at heart, although I am trying to rein it in. But simply put, if I couldn't afford it and I didn't have the money that month, I wouldn't be spending the money. What was your first YouTube video? On here, I think it's like an accent tag or something. Maybe you get ready with me. I don't actually know what it is. Should we see if I can find out? But I know it wasn't my first ever YouTube video. Sort by oldest. So it was actually a get to know me tag. Is the first one on my channel. It's gonna focus? Probably not. But yeah, so it was a get to know me tag. But that was not my first ever video. My first ever video was, I don't even know what the channel was called, but it was like just snapshots of me pulling different faces, I think. It was weird. Anyway, so I'll join these two together. So I've got why do you like makeup so much, and if you could only have one makeup item for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? I like makeup because it just makes me feel better. I put it on and I'm like, oh yeah, I feel more done, I feel more ready, I feel a bit more put together. So that's why I like makeup. And one item I can't live without, I'd probably say mascara. Yeah, we'll go with mascara because I quite like something on the lashes, because it just, I think it makes your eyes look better when you've got mascara on, especially if you have light lashes like I do. Do you believe long distance relationships can work? Yes, if your relationship is healthy. If it's not a healthy relationship, it's just not going to work out. So only if you're in a healthy relationship where you're both fulfilled emotionally, mentally, and you know you can meet up and get that physical physical states met. You know what I mean? If you can meet up still sometimes and have sex and still feel close, then yeah, I think you can. It's not for me personally. I don't think, it's not that me and Paul couldn't cope with it, it's that I wouldn't want to be away from him now because we've been together for so long. But we would, I think we'd be able to do it. But the only reason that like we'd do something like that is work. If something came up that was too good to pass up, then potentially we would do a long distance relationship. But I don't think either of us feels there's like any career path that's gonna take us away from each other. If it was that big and that amazing, we'd probably just all move as a family. But I do think long distance relationships can work for some people. Like I said, if it's a healthy relationship and you're getting all of your needs, then yes. If you're in a not very great relationship anyway, then I just think it adds strain and it won't work out, unfortunately. And that one, talking about relationships, we'll move on to another one. How long have you been with Paul and how did you meet? I've been with Paul, I think it's like 10 years now. We don't actually know when we started dating or seeing each other, you know, whatever you want to call it. We always set the date at like January 1st, even though it was before then. And yeah, I think it's about 10 years now. But we actually met through work when I was 18, so we've known each other like 12 years. I'm trying to think if I knew him before then, but I don't think I did. I think it's been 12 years we've known each other, 10 years in a relationship. So I used to work at Matalan, which is just like a clothing shop in the UK, and he also worked there. In the first year that I did there, I used to work in between going to uni, so I used to do a few months, then leave, then go back and do a few months, and I met him first there. We got on okay, and then I went off to uni, and then I came back, and it was a couple of years later, and he was still there, and he was like, he remembered me. So like when I walked in on the first day and we were having like staff like meeting, like it was the first official meeting of the morning, and all staff were supposed to be there 5 minutes early, and I obviously walked in late halfway through it. But yeah, he was like, oh, how are you doing? So we remembered each other. Kaylee got on, and my mum used to work there at the same time. It was quite funny because she didn't know that we'd met previously. And so when I'd started again and it was a more of a permanent thing, he went up to my mum and was like, oh, there's a fit bird over there. I was like, have you seen her on this department? And my mum was like, do not go anywhere near my daughter. If you touch her, I am going to hit you. And then yeah, we ended up dating. But I remember meeting him for the first time and just going, I want you. So it's actually quite funny that all these years later, I've got him. But yeah, so that's how we met at work, and then as things got more serious, I decided to move to a different branch, so we didn't sort of like work together and play together. But yeah, that is how we met. As cute and romantic as that is. So, the camera heated up and told me it was too hot. Never seen that before. I can't remember where we were. I think it was marriage, which was, I always said no, and now I'm thinking of changing my mind. How do you compare Kerri now to Kerri 10 years ago? Kerri now is much more fulfilled, happy, confident, bit of a better understanding about who I am. I always think back to like when I was at uni, and I've just got chocolate on my foot. When I was at uni, I didn't really like have a sense of who I was, and now I'm just more like, this is what I like, fuck you all, I'm not going to change, try and fit in anywhere. So yeah, I am much more confident, happy, a bit more outgoing. Like I've done things that I never thought I'd do, like going to meeting Ellen, Vicky, and jumping into new friendship situations, like with Paul and the band and everything in the last year. I've really had to like up how outgoing I am, especially to try and sell merch, like getting on with the other band members and their respective partners, and it's made like a nice little close-knit group, which is basically, besides Ellen and Vicky, they are the people that I've been talking to during lockdown. So yeah, it's been nice that it's thrown me a bit out of my comfort zone, and it really threw me during a dark time, which is why I think I've managed to move on from that. Not that, pardon me, not that anyone moves on 100% from the depression ever. I don't think that it works like that. But I am much better at coping with it now, and I think sort of the way I've grown in the last year especially has really helped. So, and Paul's helped a lot. He has made me more outgoing, whereas I've made Paul a bit more reserved and a bit more like protective of your own needs rather than always doing everything for everyone else. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps me out, and obviously you do anyway, because by the graces of all of you, I have 12,000 subscribers. So thank you. I wish I could give you all 12,000 kisses, but I can't because social distancing. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.